Hello and welcome back to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. I hope you guys have been doing well, and just know my view of humanity is a whole new tea. So, hello, hi again. Okay, let's just say my channel is going to be changing a little bit, or maybe not changing, but I am finally slowly getting used to YouTube or getting used to hearing my voice. So the videos are going to change, or at least um, develop a little bit more, and I'm going to start doing some lives soon. Just be patient with me. I'm still kind of new with expressing myself this way. And for any of you who have had tons of bullies, haters, people who have always knocked down your dreams or told you to quit, that you're going to fail, etc., etc. That's been majority of my life, and that's one reason why I'm here kind of, or really no, I'm here a lot later than planned or than that I thought. So, but yeah, there's going to be, I might actually even redo some of the past episodes to the point where they're up to my standards. I like them and I told my truth, but I think I can do a little bit more of a better job. And now I feel more comfortable being as petty as I want, because as I do more episodes, I'm going to start talking about my novel and everything. And one reason why I talk about dating nightmares is because, yeah, let's, get into the stories and the tea. Um, I write about main characters that have disabilities. I have diversity. I have people of color, non people of color, different variations of diversity, LGBTQ, and everything. But especially with the dating nightmares and dating situations, I literally put dating situations that I have personally been in within my life. And with the first couple of novels, I'm literally going to be writing a petty letter to some of these gentlemen that knew they did me wrong, and knew they either lied on me, stole from me, took from me, used me, or lied on me. So, yeah, but let's get this thing going. And so, if you're new, hello again, but just know this is the monster scale. This is not a dating nightmare episode. I have a few of those. They're pretty good, pretty juicy, and I have so many more that I need to develop and work on. But with the monster scale, I have IQ episodes, which I'm going to explain what IQ is in a moment. But with each of the quotes and messages that I read out and talk about, you guys in the messages can like put number two dash, like where on the monster scale you're going to rate it and why. Or if you want to type out the quote, you can do that. I try to make it easy, and I'm a nerd, so I numbered each one to make it easier for everybody. But one is, okay, that's cute, whatever. And then in between, like 3.5 is kind of like the, oh, okay, he actually, it looks like he might have actually opened the first couple pages of a book to try something. And then six, yeah, that's the one where, yeah, you're not gonna be surprised where they're gonna end up. Yeah, like I'm not judging anybody. Maybe they will ask for forgiveness. None of my business. But okay, so IQ. Well, first, make sure you get a snack. Grab a drink, grab a snack, grab something. I just had some guacamole, so I'm good. But yeah, grab a drink, grab a snack, and pause it and then come back. Okay. So if you're ready, first I'll tell you what IQ means. IQ for the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room is either idiotically questionable or interestingly questionable. And so, because some of the comments are going to be like, okay, interesting. And then there's others where, like, especially in this episode, it's going to be a lot of the idiotically questionable comments. And with the monster scale, you can read them in the comment bar below. But let's get to the topic. Today's episode under the IQ category is Things Black Men Have Told Me, Dating Edition. Yeah, Dating Edition. And I'm doing this episode specifically right now is because Tyler Perry just mentioned something a few days ago about black women needing to lower their standards when it comes to dating and marriage. And that really got to me because, like, he said, oh, as long as he can pay, the light bill. And it's like, he's acting like it's so simple. He's acting like, for some reason, it's like he's determined to blame women for the African American men not being in relationships or not getting married, or blaming black women for going to college, bettering themselves, starting businesses, and making their lives as happy and as valuable as they want it to be. Because, like, with some of these black men, they made a choice, and the black women made a choice. And if some of the black men decide not to keep up with the the progression of the African American female or black girl magic, then it's like, no, because I kind of wonder, would he give the same advice to his daughter? Would he tell his daughter to lower her standards, or as long as he can pay the light bill? I just wonder. And I don't hear Asian, white, Indian, or any other race, nationality, creed say this to their women. So why is it okay to say this to black women? It's like a lot of like, we're breaking records in so many studies. It's like, demographically, we are opening up more small businesses than almost any other group in America right now. And then our demographic is one of the highest demographics, like, with when it comes to education. And it's like, even when it comes to real estate and other corners of life, we are the ones that are breaking through barriers and doors and everything. But yeah, you don't really hear that about, yeah. So it's just annoying and frustrating. But at the same time, like I said, it's like he's blaming black women when I've got some quotes to share. And this is only episode 1 of this. I have so many quotes, but yeah, it's like for the people who want to blame Black women, listen to some of these to see if you would still blame us for being single or blame us for not wanting to marry some of these gentlemen out here, because I'll just say there are some that are great, but I'll say this part of my conclusion, because yeah, I have Black men who tell me you act too white. I didn't know there was a definition that I had to abide by. And I also have been told you talk too proper. Yeah, yummy. But why are you trying to start a business when your job is to open your legs and make my babies? Hmm. Now I want to make an episode on all of the pettiest things I wish I told this man, but my self-esteem was still rock bottom. People were still telling me what I could and could not do and everything. And yeah, why are you trying to start a business when your job is to open your legs and make my babies? But some men blame, some Black men are blaming Black women for not dating them and not wanting to pursue them. But these are the kind of things some of us are getting. But they still expect us to lower our standards. No, thank you. No, thank you. So, what man wants a smart woman? Hmm. Yeah, what man wants a smart woman? I know some, but then I know a lot of men are threatened by a smart woman, and I don't know why. What's wrong with having a smart woman? What's wrong with having someone who is educated enough to maybe be not just a help, but supporting help? Like to have ideas, to stay open minded, to think outside the box, to know, okay, if we don't know how to get it fixed, to know how to find someone who can get it fixed and fixed correctly. But, and then you care more about a fancy piece of paper than making babies. You can't take my education away from me. And I love that I went to school and I have my bachelor's, two masters, and three certifications. So, but yeah, it's not it's not that I care more about it. I was trying to date while going to school, but when I was starting to date a guy and I just got accepted to grad school, I was so excited. And I went up and told him. He looked me right in the eye and told me, if you want to date me, you better drop out of grad school. And then there were other guys that I would meet, and once I told them that I just started grad school, they wanted nothing else to do with me. They either ghosted me, ignored me, called me out my name, so many other things. And all because I was working on my master's. But also, the only thing I want you to learn is how to cook and how I want you in bed. Yeah, yeah. My rule is once I get home, you ask me how my day was and then get your mouth ready and get on your knees. That is your job, and make sure dinner is ready. And that was a pastor's son who said this, and he meant it. He meant it. So, yeah. But then when I broke up with, yeah, let's just say with my podcast, I might say the full episode or the full story of me breaking up with him, and even when I started dating him, because he was, yeah, he was very two-faced. In public, oh, hallelujah, amen, God is good. Oh, let me lay hands on you. Oh, it's like this, like, do you need, like, you need God in your life? He would be like just preaching to people and everything. But then once we were in the vehicle or at his apartment or house or whatever, yeah, that was who he really was. So it's kind of like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde kind of personality. So, but then you are really pretty, but I would not want my babies with that hair you got. And it's funny because I mean, I love my curls, I love my afro. It took me a while to do so because everyone told me, so many people told me within the family, friends, and yeah. It's like, you have bad hair, you have nappy hair. Oh, look at that ugly hair. Oh, why do you go out in public? But it was like, so then I started wearing sew-ins and like braids and wigs. And now a lot of African American men, or I've even had a guy on a date tell me he was going to yank my wig off and teach me a lesson because I need to appreciate my hair. And I'm like, which way do you want it? Which way do you want it? You say you want it. It's like you say you want this luxurious, beautiful long hair and everything. And then I do that. And then you say you're going to yank it off. Or yeah, let's just say I have so many stories on this. And it's like some of the women in my generation, I know it messes with your mental health and everything. And some some men, not just black men, they they know how to destroy a woman or her self-esteem and her self-value. So yeah, let's just say it got interesting with this one, and I can have quite a few episodes on IQ episodes on this topic alone. I will only smash high yellow, but you aren't worth marrying. You're not really black. Well, I can't control the pigment of my skin, and it's really sad when I get like I could do a whole yeah, with almost all of these quotes I can do a whole episode on, but especially being more of the high yellow or red boned and things like that, is like quite a few black men tell me I'm not worth being with because I'm not black enough. I'm not really black and stuff. So, but it is what it is. So, and guess what? There's more. There's more. You don't drink. You don't smoke. How am I supposed to get you in bed if you're such a square? Yeah. Invest. Oh, so I can start thinking about how we are going to spend that money. Yeah, that's why I know if I ever get married, it will be with a prenup. It will be with a prenup. Can I get an amen? Yes, that is what I have learned. And also, you're beautiful, smart, and amazing. But I would be embarrassed if I walked around with someone like you. If you go and get fixed, talk to me because then you would be a dime. And they're talking about my disability. Quite a few guys tell me I'm not worth it. because I have a disability, and they basically tell me to get fixed. They basically act like I'm a vehicle that just needs to go and get a tune-up or oil change, or like, I don't even know, but they just act like, just go to the hospital and get a quick surgery and then come out, and then you'll be worth my time. So, but those are the IQs for this episode. I hope you at least found a few of these interesting. And like I said, this is only part one of the dating version. And with some of these quotes within the dating version, I'm going to either have podcast episodes of them, or I'm going to be able to develop full IQ on top of just those, especially when it comes to my hair, and then dating additions with my disability, of what men have said, and then what white men have said, Indian, Asian men have said. So yeah, it's gonna get interesting. So, but I'm gonna have more dating nightmares very soon, so stay tuned. And so now you see why I disagree with what Tyler Perry said. He's acting like, oh, just downgrade you, or downgrade your expectations, and he has no idea. It's like, especially coming from a black man, it's like, you don't know what we go through. Have you actually sat down and talked to the women to see what the issues are that we are just witnessing, what we see, what we actually live through on a daily basis? But now you see. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and get ready, because soon I'm going to be talking about my novel that is like, I'm trying to get ready for around, well, I'll say that, like, okay, I'm trying to say Valentine's Day, but yeah, there's so many other projects I'm trying to work on right now. But yeah, I'm looking at Valentine's Day, so please, it's like, keep me to that. And another reason a lot of black men have not wanted to date me, when I tell them about my self publishing, I have my children's books, I'm going to have my novel soon, I have my activities books and podcast and educational resources and everything. So, yeah, I know why a lot of African American men don't want me. So, but again, rate in the monster scale, please, please, please. You guys take care.